thank you for joining me today. This is Liz Wright from Liz at Home in sunny Cape Town, South Africa. I'm going to be doing what I coloured in December with you. So many of them are Christmas colouring images, but some of them are not. So without further ado, I'm going to start. I did two from this old book of mine by Wendy Piersall, colouring ocean mandalas. This one I did with pencils. I used inexpensive pencils of mine and I've burnished quite a lot. You can see the paper's been, this is not particularly thick paper. So, and then I used a blending medium, my Zestit, to blend together. So I'm quite happy with how that turned out, and I like the color palette I used. And then I did this one with mostly alcohol markers, mostly my Ohuhu markers, and then some little bits with gel pen and a little bit of glitter gel pen on the tentacles. So I hope you like those. I enjoyed doing them. They were fun. Next up is from this lovely book, Woodland Animals by Alexandra Dannemann. This was a Christmas gift to me this Christmas from my wonderful subscriber, Christy, so supportive. And I coloured this image. I used Copic markers as an underpainting and then went over this with Prismacolor pencils just to do a little bit of shading. I made a bit of a mistake as I started. I put my saving piece of paper behind 2 pages instead of just the one. So I'm going to have to do something on this page to cover up that green. I think I'll have to be led in certain green colorings there. But I love doing that. It was so much fun. I think it's such a cute image. Next, in my last video, this is also from a Christmas present. This was from Peggy, who sent me an Etsy gift voucher. And this is from the Tanya Bond grayscale collection. And I showed you my coloring of the skin. I'm actually very happy with how this turned out. I do think I should have maybe brought some of the shading when I see it in real life here. It fascinates me because the shading looks better, but when I see it on camera, I feel like I should have brought it in and made the highlights a bit smaller and got those two somehow to match up. They're a bit skew. But anyway, I enjoyed colouring it and I had great fun, and I think it's a nice image. So that's that. Then this was also a Christmas present from Christy, and this I started towards the back because it's a color by number, and if you've colored the previous page, I like to use markers on this, then it covers that. So I started at the back here. This page is okay, it's just asking for reviews. And I did this image, and I love how it turned out. It's a sort of a stained glass effect, and so the markers bled a little bit into the lines, so I wanted to go over them. And I bought a while ago, excuse me, I'm having a little sip of tea. I bought some Jelly Roll look-alike type pens from some Chinese shop, and they're supposed to be those ones with like a shadow of a color, and you can see the color, but then when they dry they just turn into silver, and I never know what to use them. So I'm going to use those in this because I think that turned out nicely, and they flow nice and smoothly, and it also covers up the bits of bleed. So this is Fairy Magic Color by Number by Color Questopia. I will put links to most of these books in case you're interested. Next, I bought the Jade Summer PDF book. This is Chippy Girls 4-in-1. And this was for the December breakdown prompt, the bonus, where I had to do an interior scene. That is Jamie's December breakdown prompt. And if you don't know Jamie's channel, I'll put a link to that. And for Coloropoli with Sarah from Colouring Down Under, I had to do an interior scene. I've lost what I wrote down and everything I was planning to do, so I don't think I finished either the Coloropoli or the breakdown prompts, but this is from them. I'm not thrilled with this. I feel like it's very, what's the word, very one-dimensional the way I've coloured it. I used some of this glossy accents on the eyes, and I like how they came out. It's my best effort with glossy accents. But then I used some glitter on the bow, and it kind of changed the colour. And yeah, I don't think this is a huge success, but it's done. Then I did a picture from Sagor och Segne, with this is Emily Liederhall Oberg, and I must admit I don't know what the English name is of the book. It's an old book. I think I got it in 2017. Did this with Prismacolors, and I'm really quite pleased with how it came out. I think it's one of my better efforts. So that's that, and obviously some Posca for the little white dots. Then I bought this children's Colouring Heaven Junior book, Flower Sprites, because I was taken with Jamie doing a Sprite a day on her channel. I'll put a link to both Jamie and Sarah's channels underneath mine. If you don't know their channels, it would be great if you visited them. We all like our channels to grow, and we all love interaction with our channels. They're both fabulous people. And I did this one, and I'm thrilled with how it turned out. I used Copics, pale ones, and then pencil for shading. And I didn't do a background, just didn't feel like it, but I think it's very cute. Then in the Jim Shaw Holiday Traditions, this was also a book, a present. This came as some happy mail, this book from Peggy, I think, and I did this image, and I'm happy with how that turned out. I used watercolor pencils and some jelly roll and some shinies, and just generally had a ball coloring this. I really had fun. So I hope you like that. It's the second one I've done in this. I think I showed you that picture last month. Excuse me. Then I bought this as by myself as a PDF book, Circulism Art Books, Colour by Number by A.J. Quinnell, Eclipse A.J. Quinnell, Yuletide. And I printed the whole book because it's got black backgrounds, and I prefer to take these to a print shop, and then I had it bound because it uses my toner up too much to print at home. I also wanted the colour printed, and we don't have a colour printer. So I did this one. I really enjoyed this. I printed it on high quality photograph paper, so it's very similar to the Amazon color paper, so the markers slide on it nicely. I find the small numbers too difficult for my eyes. I need to use a magnifying glass. And then this one, which I think is cute. And then this one. So I really enjoyed colouring in this, and I see I haven't finished it. There's still some over there that need to be done. Isn't that interesting? In the room I was colouring in, I thought those were white. So I shall have to colour his belly in later today and pack him away for next Christmas. Then I got this lovely Enchanted Christmas book in a gift, and I coloured this. I was on a I do love glitz and shine and everything, and I used some of my new shiny acrylic paints, and I used shiny watercolor paints, and I used shiny gel pens, and I used shiny. So I had such a lot of fun doing this. It was really, really good fun. I don't know if you can see the shine. But there we are. That's Enchanted Christmas. Then more Christmas in Johanna's Christmas. Because I asked about the channel colour along, I decided to colour all the pictures I'd suggested. So I did this one, which was quite liked on my Instagram, and I did a Neocolor 2 background and then some shiny gel pen on the, well, metallic gel pen actually. I love how the metallics run. And then I changed the face a little bit to try and make the nose. I didn't like the way it looked. Bit of a cheek, but anyway. So I was quite pleased with how that turned out. That's the old one. Then I did this, and I'm not pleased with how it turned out. Oh, my color choices are bad. That doesn't go. Bit of a flop. Then I did this one, which I enjoyed doing, but sort of messed up the gold. But it's all right. It was pencil and gel pen and some other marker. Can't remember what make it was. And where's the one I did as the color along? This one. And somehow, in the time since when I finished doing this, I've lost my white glaze pen. I cannot find it for love or money. I've no idea where it is. I don't know if any of you did the colour along with me, but that is there. So that's from Johanna's Christmas. I'm sure you've all got that book. Then non-Christmas, I did from Flowers and Gardens, Black Background by Colour Questopia. This one, which is a Christmas image, and this is not from Flowers and Gardens. This particular one is from Wonderful Winter. They give you, which is quite nice in the Colour Questopia books, they give you like examples from some of their other books. So I did the colours, and then I there was nothing marked on these black things, but I used some glitter gel pen just to make it shine a little bit. So yeah, that's that one. I do love these books. And then another printed one from Jade Summer Color by Number Christmas. This one I also bought the PDF and printed, and I colored it with, other than going around in some metallic silver, I used some new markers of mine which are called touch markers. I don't know if they're available in other countries or just South Africa, but I enjoyed doing that. And then another Jade Summer PDF. Guess who's been trying to support Jade Summer? Cute Christmas. I did this, and this was also from a Jamie color along, and I used a different color palette, and then used the glossy accents on the eyes, but not totally successfully. I enjoyed doing that. Nice, simple, easy picture. Then I was so pleased I finally have done a picture in this Night Before Christmas illustrated by Charles Santore. It is the most beautiful book if you don't know it. It's got the whole story. And I did this one, and I used pan pastels for the background there. For the rest, just various pencils and glitter gel pens. But it's got the whole story. It was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. I just love it. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Something has marked there, and I don't know what, because it hasn't gone through from there. So I must have managed to get some dirt on there. So it's always been my wish to colour this whole book and gift it to a grandchild. I'll probably gift it to one of them for their 21st birthday, at the rate I colour though. But I love this book, and I've had it since 2018, I think. And it's the first time, so this goes for the hashtag Colour Your Stash, which is Lovela's colouring, and I must remember to take a photograph and to add it to my Instagram. So I'll put that aside on this side. And then an old Colouring Heaven, again, Colour Your Stash. This is Christmas 2018, and it's the first picture I've coloured from this book. And I think it's cute. This is a Molly Harrison picture, which I used Posca. I tried to do some little grasses. I don't know if you can see them. And then just glitter. Oh, I had fun with this. I love my little mousey mouse. She's so cute. So some little bits of Ohuhu markers, and then the Posca and gel pen. I haven't coloured anything else in this book, but at least I've now done one. So that was that. That must also go and Colour Your Stash. And then this one I did right at the beginning of the month. It seems like a different lifetime ago. Oops, that's an old one. There we are. I used the Cores colour pencils and the Crayola Super Tips and Arteza gel pens. And I think I did a colour and chat with this right at the beginning of the month. It seems like a different lifetime. Goodness me. So that is all I've done this month, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing the images with me and sharing my journey. I hope that you all have a wonderful and blessed 2022, and I look forward to sharing some art, colouring and chats with you in the year. Do take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.